A big welcome to the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone, as today Liverpool is playing away from Anfield and they're playing in Spain in the city of Madrid, and they're talking in a team which goes by the names of Atletico Madrid. And here onto the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone, we really bring you the so-called predicted Liverpool lineup versus a side which goes by the names of Atletico Madrid. Smash the like button, comment and share, because we are here to bring you the best that you guys deserve onto this channel, and I think you guys are really loving our presentation in there, and we are really trying to build up new formats and templates on how this channel is really going to be looking onto this so-called channel which goes by the names of the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone. Smash the like button, comment and share. And as you know, Liverpool, I think the last time these two teams met, I think it was it the quarterfinal of the Champions League, and guess what happened? Atletico knocked out Liverpool in there, and I think they knocked them out at the Anfield. So I think Liverpool have the right to go back to their so-called stadium, and then they really revenge to them. Remember, in this group, Liverpool has won both of its games. They won 3-2 against a side which goes by names of AC Milan, and they won against a side which goes by names of AC Milan 3-2, and they went away, I think it was FC Porto, and they won, is it 5-1 in there. So Liverpool is topping this group, and if at all they really go ahead and really win against Atletico Madrid away, they would have made their chances or brightened their chances of winning this so-called Group B, where they are playing with teams like Atletico Madrid, AC Milan and AFC Porto in there. Now let's get into this so-called predicted lineup, as we start off with the goalkeeper. Of course, he goes by the name of Brazilian, who goes by the names of Alisson Becker in there. He's a Brazilian international, plays for Liverpool, and he has really made loads and loads of saves for the team, and I think there is no way he's really not going to be into this team. Alisson Becker will return in place of Kane, who stood in the weekend after the Brazilian was unable to make it back from the international duty in there. Remember, very many players that play in South America never really played this weekend because they played an early game in Brazil and they couldn't connect back to England in there. However much a private jet was really hired to really get these players back to their teams in time in there. People ask themselves, why did Firmino play? Firmino played, reason he was injured and never traveled to Brazil in there. The right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Just coming back from injury. He played a very big part into their win against Watford. Managed just over an hour against Watford after missing 2 of the last Premier League games in there. That is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Looks like he's really having problems with injuries, but we expect him to really be fit to play against a side which goes on Atletico Madrid, and he's badly needed into this game because he gives Liverpool a very big composure in there off the right flank in there. Left back, Robertson, one of the best left backs. I think out of these 3, you can pick who is the best left back in the Premier League. Luke Shaw, Robertson and Kieran Tierney, those are the best 3 left backs into the Premier League, and I think Robertson is really one of the best, given some deserved rest ahead of this one when he was withdrawn after a little over an hour played against Watford on Saturday. That is a man who goes by the name of Robertson. He played a very big role into that game where Liverpool won by 5 goals, against a side which goes on Watford. We go to the first central defender of Liverpool. He goes by the names of Joel Matip. staying fit and keeping both Joe Gomez and the 36-year summer signing who goes by the names of Ibrahim Konate out of the team has barely missed any action this season. Remember, they really faced lots of injuries last season. Van Dijk, Joe Gomez, and Joe Matip, all of those were really injured. Second central defender, to me, he's the best defender or central defender in the world. He doubles as a captain for his national team in there. That is Virgil van Dijk. In there you see him, a man of all seasons and a man who really does both. He does the dirty work and he has a very good composure. So he's a two-in-one defender, clean defender. He's confident on the ball. His composure on the ball is something else, and that is Virgil van Dijk from a side which goes by the names of Liverpool. Getting closer to his form for myself with each game he plays after missing most of last season because of injury. He has been an ever present in the Premier League ever since it started. We go to midfielders. Fabinho. Like Alson, he's back after missing out against Watford because of his international commitments with the Brazil national team. Jordan Henderson. Remember, Liverpool plays with three central midfielders in there, and now Jordan Henderson, the captain, is expected to play alongside Fabinho into that so-called central midfield as a second side, which goes by the names of Atletico Madrid. The captain has started all of the Liverpool games, last 6 games in all the competitions, underlining his continued importance to the side. Remember, he's just been given a new contract at Liverpool because he was just left with 1 year and he could go for free in there. The other player, the third player to play in the midfield of Liverpool, goes by names of James Milner. James Milner is one of those players that I've seen. I saw him come through from Newcastle, then he went to Man City, and then he came to a team which goes by names of Liverpool in there. Thiago remains out while Curtis Jones is also a doubt. That means the veteran utility man could start a game in his forward future for only the 3rd time for this season in there. We go to the forwards of a team which goes by names of Liverpool in there. This is accustomed because Diego Jota is out. Now we all know that it's about being Firmino as a center forward to come in and play that role, as he played it very well in the game against Watford over the weekend. That is Robert Firmino in there. The Brazilian could keep his starting place ahead of Diego Jota after making his return to the lineup with a hat-trick against Watford. What a return in there, because it looks like Diego Jota had really come in through to take over his position in there, but thank God he now has it back in there and is back in full swing. That is a man who goes by the names of Roberto Firmino. We go to the left forward. The left forward of Liverpool. He's a man who needs no further introduction. He goes by the names of Sadio Mane in there. Sadio Mane, one of the talented African players of this era, scored close to 100 plus goals in the Premier League for a team which goes by names of Liverpool. It's 5 goals in his last 7 Liverpool games for Senegalese international, suggesting he has put last season's blip in form behind him. So we go to the right forward. That is a man, currently the best player in the world, goes by names of Mo Salah, coming in from Africa. That is the northern part in the country which goes by the names of Egypt. Probably the best player in the world at this moment in time on current form, took his goal tally for the season to 10 at the weekend and already has 3 in the Europe in there. So now let's bring you how the lineup is going to be, as they line up in a 4-3-3 system in there.